welcome to my channel. We are quilters. Today we are talking about that lovely Drunkard's Path block. You know what I learned? I just figured this out. I was going to start showing you all the Drunkard's Paths and the variations, and I discovered that not all Drunkard's Paths are the same path. Some of them, even though they're labeled Drunkard's Path, do not have the pieces in the same variation. So this was the one that showed up on EQ8 when I was creating the block or the quilt for Study in Scarlet. So my Drunkard's Path might change a little bit from the one that I showed you on the Drunkard's Path. Now this is the variation with the blue or the teal as the path. Let me rearrange it so it shows the purple as the path. So there it is with the purple as the path as EQ8 shows it. Let me show you some of the other variations from books that are also labeled Drunkard's Path. This version appears in a couple of the books also. And the difference is, let me go over and point this out to you. The difference is, instead of these being the same direction, like this, they are opposite directions like this. But this variation appears in a couple of books also. So there's more than one Drunkard's Path. Who knew? Here are a few of the books that gave me ideas to show you of other variations of blocks using the same units. I especially like the 1,000 Great blocks here at the end, even though I have one to show you later that Marion sent that has even a different one. This variation, according to one book, is called Rocky Road to Dublin. And to me, it looks like two crosses and two sets of pinwheels. Rocky Road to Dublin. This is also called Reverse Drunkard's Path by the same book. It's the same block, but they choose where the lights and the darks go. And it just has a little bit more curve in the, or more, I don't know, the proportion is a little different for the Reverse Drunkard's Path. Looks the same to me. I like this one, The Wonder of the World. Back in a second. Okay, I said Wonder of the World. Let me show you a picture of that one. It takes a different number of pieces. It takes 12 of one kind and 8 of another, so that you can have more darks and or lights. It's a different proportion. But let me show you the picture from the book. This next variation is called Falling Timbers. And it starts with all the dark pie pieces pointed that way, and then it fills in with the light pie pieces alternating every other row. Like so. So you can see how the pie pieces, the light pie pieces point down and then they point up, down, and up. So that is called Falling Timbers. Now, if I were going to do this one, I would have to lorify it and turn some pieces so that it would be a row, and a row. Oh, that one would need changed around too. I would do it more like that. That's how I would lorify that one. So it looks like if you put 4 of them together, you would have frozen fields or barn raising, but with Drunkard's Path pieces. This next variation is called Drunkard's Puzzle, and it has a T shape with your darks, and then the corners have a dark circle. Whoops. A dark circle. And then the center has the marching swirl. With the swirl in the middle. So it has more of a circular shape on the corners. And that one is called the Drunkard's Puzzle. I was saying when my husband came in and started talking to Honey Bunny the dog, this one is called Drunkard's Puzzle, and it has more of a circular design on the corners. Let me show you one more. I keep looking down at my tablet. That is called Around the World. And the centers are turned in to make a world shape. And then the outside corners are turned out. I think that's the pattern. Let me look again. Oh no, something is different. Oh, they're all the same. So you can't make the around the world pattern with that set of blocks because they would all have to be the same corners and cornerstones. Do I have this variation? I don't think I do. But I like it. It looks kind of like a flower, doesn't it? My own variation. There's another one that is it's sort of like those crosses. Except they're the opposites. So that you end up with 4 crosses that are the opposites. Like so. And that one is called Double Mill Wheel. To me, I would call it 4 crosses because that's what it looks like to me. And here's another one. This one is called Dove 1. And the outside corners have the dark all pointed in. And then it has darks like this pointed in. And then it darks toward the center. And then the other two darks go out. So there is that variation called Dove 1. And here's another one. It's called Drunkard's Path Variation. Hang on, let me set that one up for you. And this one is called Drunkard's Path Variation. Looks like an H to me. Here is a book that Marion sent me a picture of, The Quilter's Companion. It has a couple more variations that weren't in the books that I was using. I don't know what these are called, but they are cute little variations. This one looks like doves. This one reminds me of the gizzards block. Don't know what it's called though, but it would work with the units we made. And this concludes all the variations that I can do with 2 sets of 8 blocks each. I'm going to go back to one of the Drunkard's Paths and put it all together so that I can show you at the very end. I hope you've enjoyed looking at these variations, and choose the one that you like or make the Drunkard's Path. And we all know that not all Drunkard's Paths are the same, that there's a couple variations on the original Drunkard's Path. I will see you next week for more Study in Scarlet, to update the color sheet and just talk a little bit about what we're going to do next month for Study in Scarlet on Build-A-Block Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.